Hi, my name is Rajiv Parikh, and this is Position2's Best of the Week for the week of April 3rd, 2013. We got a lot of great digital marketing news content for you, and here are the highlights. Facebook's graph search results page, an eye tracking study. How to make your blog mobile friendly. Google creates a calculator to tell if your mobile ads are working. Digital advertising is now a viewer's choice. And our segment, Cool Ideas a Week, which are chock full of really interesting concepts. Let's get started. Facebook's graph search results page, an eye tracking study. This is by Lena Garaban in Marketing Profs. With the impending release of Facebook's graph search, there are significant implications for marketers, as we've discussed in previous Best of the Weeks. So this week we're going to look at eye tracking research by Mediative. First, let's take a look at that results page. There are three important sections. First, on the left, there's the image, then there's the text listing, and then on the right, there's the right rail with location info and search extensions. In this case, they had 21 subjects search for restaurants nearby, and they all saw the same results page. What they found was really striking because it was actually different than what you'd expect in a typical search results page. For example, if you take a typical search results page, people tend to look at the top left corner and they tend to look at the first few results. In this case, I was really surprised by how uniform people's views were. If you look up and down the page, there are red spots for almost every single listing. In fact, 60% of people actually looked at result number 12. That's quite striking. People tend to look at the text listing first for the first two results. And as then they scan down the page, they would look at more of the images. In fact, overall, they looked at the text as much as 48% more than the images and 138% more than the right rail or location information. That in the result section, the business name was first as opposed to long text typically like you have in a Google search result. So the implications of this are that businesses will have to be more focused on Facebook marketing if they want to get noticed for relevant search results. They will need incentives for check-in and likes. It's also really important to be accurate for business. And there'll be this additional side benefit that because Bing and Facebook work together, your Bing results will be enhanced by these types of Facebook results. So it's an interesting article. Take a look. How to make your blog mobile friendly. This is by Ian Clear on Social Media Examiner. 63% of mobile users spend more time on their device in 2012 versus 2011, according to McKinsey and Nielsen. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that even for your blog content, you want to make sure that mobile users can get access to it. So what steps should you pursue? First, use Google Analytics to check which device your current users are coming from. Next, use Google's How to Go Mo site to test your mobile or regular site for mobile compatibility. And then it'll return a detailed response versus what you should see in a completely optimized situation. When I did it, I definitely had some comments from my team. Now you have your results from Google, and you're going to have to make some decisions about what you do next. The first thing you could do is decide not to do anything, and in that case, you're going to have issues with scrolling, pinching to zoom, you're going to have issues with image and video strangeness. You're also going to have issues with load time because inevitably you're going to have images, it's going to take longer, and that's proven to be a direct deterrent to people using your mobile site. So now if you're going to go down the path of building something in the area of mobile, there's many options that you have. You could build a separate version of your mobile site, and if you go this way, there's a very simple way that Google has provided through partner Duda Mobile, which has a site to help you build either one for free or for a small cost. Next, you could look at a mobile optimized theme. This is a case where you have one site and different versions. For example, if you have WordPress, there's a plugin called WP Touch. Next, you can look at responsive design. This is where you have the same content that looks different depending on the device that it's coming from. So you may have a 3-column design on a laptop, a 2-column design on a tablet, or one from a smartphone. Then finally, you can invest in a native app. And it's especially important if you have specialized content or you're using functions like the camera on the smartphone. So there are a whole bunch of different options, and they're covered also really well in our March 1st and March 12th version of Best of the Week. So check those articles out as well as this one. Google creates calculator to tell if your mobile ads are working. This is by John McDermott in Ad Age. Google's head of mobile strategy, Jason Sparrow, says mobile ads have become an attribution problem. There are poor analytics, which reduces marketers' ability to devote more marketing dollars. So Google's created a site which assesses the full value of mobile. It's a suite of tools and videos that help assess the overall dollar value and cost of acquisition across the following categories: purchases being made via calls, apps, mobile websites, in-store shopping, and cross-device tracking, and how that leads to those conversions. It's full of case studies with Adidas, Radio Shack, and Pro Trading. There are also clever memento-like videos that go back in time and provide interesting ways of how situations are resolved via mobile. A man whose suit is ripped by a dog, a woman who needs to jump out of a cab and race to a meeting. The site provides calculators across categories with the ability to upload your AdWords account information to help provide more effective data for you to make a better decision. Take a look. Digital advertising is now the viewer's choice. This is by Tessa Wiegart on ClickZ. We have choices for where we watch the show, what time, what device, how we watch it, whether we pay. What about ads? That's the main point of this particular article. Inspired by Hulu and YouTube's TrueView unit, users can now select the ad or skip it altogether. YouTube claims that only about 10% of people actually skip ads on a regular basis. Skip IT, launched by video ad firm Spot Exchange, lets users skip over the video ads for a dime if you sign up with the service. In theory, with the users in charge, they'll find the ad that they view more relevant and be more likely to be a qualified customer. However, not every site will have this, and not every advertiser will want this, especially if over a long period of time you're trying to make an impression on someone, so someday they might purchase your product. One solution is that we could make all ads interactive. Video tech firm BlurbIQ released a suite of interactive ad units, which allows consumers to choose video assets like this one with Jaguar, or skip it and answer a brief survey or poll like this one with Campbell's. Brands could select interactive video, standard stream, or use a call to action overlay. The CEO of BlurbIQ says that 80% complete the video and are more likely to remember because they've engaged with the ad unit. The key thing that advertisers are going to have to do is prep for the skip. They're going to need more customized ads, and they're going to have to be more assertive in their creative. With that 5 seconds that you get before you skip, you're going to have to reach people quickly, either through humor, music, telling somebody something new, or have a companion ad that stays visible if you skip. The bottom line is you're going to need a smart approach. So check out the article to learn more. Cool ideas of the week. Here's some great ideas compiled from many of the articles in Best of the Week. First, Vine marketing. Don't try to compress a long video into a Vine. 6 seconds is really short. So do something like this one from Twitter, or this Valentine's Day one from Tropicana. Make it something that people are likely to share. From the Facebook Graph Search article, make sure you update your business info. Graph Search even looks at Wikipedia, so update that. Update your About Us and your location data, because when people actively search, just like in Google, they're more likely to convert. From the Twitter article, clean up your account. Unfollow spammers and those that are irrelevant. Many of those sites that evaluate you in terms of quality are going to look at spammers when they decide on your quality ranking. 3 things from Google Enhanced Campaigns. First, now that mobile and computing devices are now put into single campaigns, quality scores are averaged together. You now have greater control over AdWords site links. You can control statistics for each individual site link and select ones for mobile, such as adding a location extension. You have better tracking of call data. You can say a call that's 30 seconds is not a lead versus over 60 seconds is a lead. From the email article, go ahead and use overlays, but make sure you test them rigorously. Many people consider them really annoying, so make sure you have those overlays come out at the right time. From the SEO article, when you sell SEO investments to management, make sure you compare what would happen if you did nothing. Put yourself in the frame of that manager. So think in terms of financial returns before you jump into alt tags and keywords and headers and those sorts of things. Don't freak out about losing your site in a site outage. Matt Cutts says that Google recognizes that this happens. And if Google sees that a site comes up in the exact same way that it was before, it's likely to continue to rank that site in the same way as before. Thank you for joining us this week. Please put your comments below. Send them to marketing@Position2 or the many ways that we list that you can reach us. Please subscribe to us and read some of the articles behind this video. And until next week, hope you have a great week.